What's up, beautiful Virgos? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel, and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with our deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. I have a few channel messages for you, and then we'll pull cards. Keep in mind that this may not resonate with you. Take only what feels right and leave the rest for someone else. A few days ago, I had a message come through from God, and God said you can take your hands off the struggle bus. You can take your hands off the wheel of the struggle bus. God said you can give over the wheel of the struggle bus to God, and God will lead you to where you need to go, and then you can take over control when you feel comfortable again. Some of you, I've just been getting this message that you've been driving a bus or you've been driving the struggle bus. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, let it go. But some of you, I'm getting this message of you driving the struggle bus, but you're driving the struggle bus in the dark. And your knuckles are like clenched onto the steering wheel, and you're like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I have no fucking clue, but I know I have to keep going. I know I have to keep driving. It's dark. It's scary. I don't know where we're going. And you're like, I don't know the time frame of anything. And God has been in the bus the entire time, just watching you. But God said you have free will, right? And so you think that you have to be in control of the struggle bus, and you have to find your way out, and you have to figure it out, and you have to do this. And God's like, I've been in the bus the whole time, just waiting for you to relinquish control, just waiting for you to take your hands off of the steering wheel of the struggle bus and to let God take over. And God's like, I will lead you to where you're supposed to go. I will illuminate the path for you. And then when you can see clear as day and you know what's going on, then you can have control over the bus again. But some of you, you just need to release control. And sure, it sounds easier said than done, but it's much more peaceful to kind of relinquish control and to just go with whatever will be, and to trust that there is a higher power looking out for you, that's always looking out for you and loving you and leading you to where you need to go. So that was the first message, release control of the struggle bus. Second message I got today was about some of you are too honest. And I don't mean this in a bad way. What I mean is that some of you offer up information that other people might not even be thinking about or may not even be pondering or asking. And it's like you just offer up information too soon or without people really needing it. I just feel like some of you are too honest. That was a message that was coming up. This could be in terms of like interviews, making new friends, dating new people, anything like that, or just like strangers. I don't know. Some of you are giving me this energy of being too honest, and Spirit is saying that you can leave some things to be pondered. You can leave some things to be questioned. I'm also getting something about short interval time periods of hanging out with people. If some of you are extroverted introverts like me, or just introverts, people who like need their own individual alone time, I feel like some of you are being guided to kind of like find a better balance with that, because it can't be an extreme of all one or the other. And so what I suggest is little like short periods of time of hanging out with other people or socializing with other people. Maybe you go for like 3 or 4 hours, you hang out with a friend, or you put yourself in a social environment for 3 to 4 hours, and then whenever you feel like it's time for you to go, you leave. But it leaves more to be desired, if that makes sense. And it also is very fulfilling to the social part of you, because humans require some sort of human connection and socialization. Like, it's just a part of living, it's a part of the human experience. But doing it too much or having too much of it can be overwhelming for people like you and I understand that. Sorry, my contact's acting funny. But yeah, short intervals would be better for you. So that's a recommendation or a suggestion for some of you. Or maybe some of you are already doing that. You're hanging out with people for only like a few hours at a time, and then you're going and doing something else, and it's like, it's been really good for you because it's leaving more to be desired. It's like, oh, we can always come back next time and do more and talk about more. Like, you never run out of things to say because you're not talking constantly the entire day or hanging out every single day all day. You know what I mean? That was a message that's coming up too. Okay. My eye is really bothering me now. Interesting. Okay, let's move on though. Let's see what's coming out for Virgo. What messages does Virgo need to hear from the tarot, please, Spirit? Messages for Virgo. I've seen the King of Rods. I was getting something about travel plans, and then the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands came up. So yeah, some of you might be making travel plans this week. I'm hearing that the best time to book that ticket is 3 weeks in advance. 3 weeks on a Tuesday before 3 p.m. from 12 to 3 p.m. So if you have a plane ticket that you need to purchase, look on Tuesday, 3 weeks in advance from 12 to 3 p.m. That's when it's going to be the cheapest. That's when it's going to be the most affordable. That's the best flight for you, if that resonates. That's very specific for someone. Okay, but I am getting this message of travel plans or thinking about traveling. Somebody might be coming to visit you this week. I'm also getting something about you taking your show on the road. For some of you, maybe you're going on tour, or you have a tour coming up, or you're thinking about going on some sort of tour, but I am hearing taking your show on the road. I do feel like that would be really beneficial for some of you who are feeling kind of stagnant or unmotivated. You need a change of scenery. It doesn't even have to be like a long distance, although if you want to go long distance, go for it by all means. But I feel like for some of you, you just need a change of scenery. You need to look at something different, especially if it is like your own four walls that you're looking at constantly. You need to look at something else, or you need to be around something else or someone else. So some of you, I feel like you do need to take the show on the road, go somewhere else, film somewhere else, read somewhere else, write somewhere else, change the environment, change the scenery. That'll be really helpful for you. I feel like it's re-inspiring you or re-motivating you just by going to a different park, going to a different city, going to a different state, I don't know, country, I don't know. But there is some sort of like change of scenery here, and it could be temporary. Some of you might even be relocating. I am kind of picking that up too. Some of you might even be relocating now or in the next 3 months with the Three of Cups here. Maybe you're moving closer to family, closer to friends, to a better neighborhood. That could be coming up too. Some of you are like planning and preparing to move. You're like packing things up. You're making lists. You're making budgets. You're lining up bills. You're signing things for some of you. Okay. I'm hearing get it done now or get it signed now. Don't put it off for too long. Don't think about it too long or don't think about it too much. This Two of Wands, Eight of Wands energy equals the 10 of Wands. So I do feel like it's time to just say yes, to sign the piece of paper, to sign on the dotted line, to go to that place, to pull the trigger, so to speak. You know what I mean? That's the type of energy for this week. A lot of wands. So a lot of like taking action, doing, being productive, creating, passionate type of energy this week, a very fiery energy coming into Virgo's life, which does make sense because we're moving into Leo season. It's now Leo season in Western astrology. So it does feel like there's this fiery energy that's coming in here. And then we're seeing the Five of Swords in the reverse. And then I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting this message of like not worrying about other people's ignorance this week, because some people might be bringing like this arrogant, ignorant, unknowing type of an energy towards you, and you're just unbothered, unfazed, or you don't have time for it. You might be busy with work, but it feels like you're avoiding or missing out on some sort of Five of Swords in the reverse energy. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I feel like you're on Do Not Disturb, your phone's on Do Not Disturb, you're busy with work, you're with a client, or you're with clients all day for some of you, or you're just busy with work, busy with like moving and planning and preparing that you just don't even see this Five of Swords energy. So it's like, let them talk. If people want to talk about you, let them talk about you. I'm hearing all press is good press. All publicity is good publicity for you, Virgo. Maybe not for everybody, but for you, Virgo. The more they talk about you, the better. The more they talk about you, the more money you make. I don't know where that's coming from, but I just heard that. It feels like someone's spell work has backfired, and I don't know where that message came from either, but I am tapping into someone's frequency here. And it feels like someone's spell work or negative energy has backfired. And now it's like everything that they wished upon you is coming true, but for you in a way that benefits you, where like if they wanted to stop your money flow, that's happening to them now. It's backfiring and happening to them, and the more that they talk to you and try to send this energy towards you, the more money you make. Some of you might have even just gotten like a Cash App, a PayPal, because I heard like a ding or like a ka-ching. So some of you might have just had like money come in as I was talking about that, and that'll be confirmation of what I just said. That's actually crazy, but it makes sense because these people are just giving you free energy, and instead of you sending it back to them, you're transmuting it and using it for yourself. I've been doing that myself too lately. I don't know how I learned how to do this. I think I've just experienced a lot of like hate and negativity and spell work my entire life that I eventually reached a point of being able to identify it, sage it out, cleanse it out, talk to God about it, talk to my spirit guides about it, and then I just transmute it and I turn it into love, compassion, money, success, growth, beauty. Like I use it for my own personal gain. And if I ever do send the energy back to these people, I send it back with love, kindness, and compassion, because I know it's coming from an unconscious place. I know it's coming from an unawakened, unevolved place. So I send it back with compassion. But for some reason, I'm getting this message of like you getting paid and you ignoring someone else or ignoring other people's negative, low vibrational energy. It just like doesn't affect you this week. You don't even hear about it. So I don't know why it's showing up in your reading, but I guess you needed to know that because it is showing up in your reading. It does look like some of you could be making more money this week or getting paid randomly, just like random money coming in that you weren't expecting. I think that that'll be confirmation of spell work backfiring if some of you have been feeling that. You might also be seeing a lot of broken glass, or I'm seeing like a beat up car. You might be seeing like a really messed up car, like the windows are smashed in, the windshield is cracked. There might be dents on this car. Feels like an older car or just like a really beat up car with broken glass. That'll be a sign for some of you that the spell work has backfired, or that someone's negative energy that they were sending to you that you might not even have known about, it backfired. Yeah, you are so divinely protected. We're seeing broom, and it says new home, new attitude. Yeah, you're bringing in a new attitude this week. Leo's bringing in a new attitude for you, Virgo. Some of you might have just done some like sweeping, mopping, cleaning, laundry, dishes, or you need to clean up your home environment. It'll make you feel better. It'll bring in a new attitude, a new energy. And some of you could be relocating, going to a new home. This is confirmation of that. And then we're seeing horseshoe. It says good luck. Good luck on the move. Good luck on the new home. Good luck on the new attitude. Good luck on the new job. Good luck, Virgo. Luck is on your side this week for sure. That's what the cards are saying. I'm also getting something about cinnamon. You might be using cinnamon in your mop water. That can help you to bring in more abundance, more wealth, more money. Just sprinkle some cinnamon into your mop water. Cinnamon is an herb associated with wealth and money. Earlier today, I spilled cinnamon all over the floor, and it was like a lot of cinnamon, and I was like, oh, what's this about? So some of you might be being more clumsy too. Be careful of burning yourself. Be careful of flames, fires, hot surfaces. Because I am seeing some of you being clumsy, like myself. It is what it is. I just swept it up real quick. But yeah, you can use cinnamon powder in your broom. Sure, cinnamon broom in your mop water. Thank you, Virgo, for bearing with me as I figure out what messages are coming through. All right, last card for Virgo. This is a shorter reading, but okay. Maybe it's a short work week. Maybe it's a short week in general. Maybe some of you are taking some time off this week, or you're contemplating it. I did get this message that some of you need a break. So some of you might have just given yourself a break, or you're giving yourself some sort of break this week. And I was told to tell you that it doesn't have to be like a long break. Although if you can take like a 2 to 8 day break, go for it. I feel like that'd be really good for you. For some of you, obviously you can't do that. I understand that, but Spirit is saying at least give yourself 24 hours. If you have a day off this week, when you have a day off this week, give yourself time to rest, to relax, to do nothing. Sometimes it is beneficial and productive to literally do nothing, to just like read a book, listen to music, hang out in bed all day, do whatever works best for you. But I do feel like some of you need some sort of recharge. And so that's coming in this week if you allow it to come in this week, and if you kind of give it to yourself. It's kind of like the universe wants you to take a break, or the universe will give you a break, but you have to give yourself a break first, if that makes sense. But I was getting something about that, like a 24-hour break, and then it's like a completely new you, new home, new attitude. Maybe you give yourself a day off to clean the house or to get reorganized, things like that, and then it brings in this new attitude or new energy for you this week. But I like this. There is a new energy, new attitude coming in for Virgo this week. And then I'm also seeing the number 4 here, so 444 or 44 could be significant for you. And this card says you are the joy seeker. So this week you're seeking joy. But I feel like joy is finding you. Joy is literally coming to your doorstep. This card questions what little victories can you celebrate? And that's something that I've been really implementing in my life recently, is the attitude of gratitude. And I'm always very grateful, but sometimes I'm not grateful for the little things as much as I feel like I could be. So the past week or two, I've been really trying to focus on being grateful for the little things, like just being grateful that I woke up in the morning, being grateful that I have a bed to sleep on, being grateful that I have running water, being grateful for the apartment that I'm in, just being grateful for so much of what I already have. And I feel that that is improving my life. And I know that people say that the attitude of gratitude is very powerful, and I believe it. I believe that gratitude is very powerful. So try to find little victories that you can celebrate now and try to be grateful for the things you already have, and it'll bring in more for you to celebrate and more for you to be grateful for, especially this week. There's a very lucky, blessed energy around you this week, Virgo. So I hope that this helped you. I'm sending you love always. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace.